Through the Seasons is a guided trance from Martin Johnson for you to enjoy a deep level of relaxation, rest and well-being, and at the same time allow natural insights at a deeper level of your unconscious awareness. At the end of this recording, you are invited to continue your relaxation and to drift off for a further rest for as long as you'd like and find comfortable. However, if instead, when you reach the end of this, you'd like to come up to full conscious awareness, you can just ask your unconscious mind now to organise that for you, so that you become fully awake just after you hear the last of my words here today, or when the music ends. And before we begin, it's important to know you can enjoy this fully when it's safe for you to take a moment out, without anything else important going on. Switch off this recording now if you are driving, looking after anyone, or doing anything where you need your full conscious attention. And as you are ready, find a comfortable place to rest, sitting in a favourite chair perhaps, or lying down. And as you sit or lie there, and pay attention to your breathing, settling yourself down slowly, to explore, quietly and gently, this experience is just for you. While you continue to notice your breathing, take a few nice, deep, gentle breaths. And as you exhale each time, let your shoulders, arms and overall body relax just a little more, as if you feel the effects of gravity, smoothing and allowing the skin to soften. And feel pleasantly heavier as you allow these things to settle more. Will you perceive the changes? And will those include noticing incrementally how little shifts can spread? Or would you instead just settle in even more to enjoy this, without even being aware of how your body is responding, as your mind can calm, and at the same time, gently and easily, no need to push or persuade, and instead just accepting your own experience as it happens, and looking and adjusting and wondering. Whenever it feels just right or timely, will you decide to rest and relax even more? Will your eyes naturally enjoy being closed as your focus continues to shift through your experience? It doesn't matter the way that you just find that inside, a deeper sense, knowledge and wisdom evolves and emanates from your very core, as this enables your changing experience. And at any time you can make a shift or adjust your position to enjoy this even more. And if there is anything important on the outside that needs your immediate attention, then you will come up to full conscious awareness to deal with the matter in hand. Because even though I am your guide in this experience, you are always in control of how deeply relaxed you are and where and how much you would like to enjoy and appreciate the rest. And when I think about change, I often think about the changes that happen across the year. And personally, I like the different seasons. Somehow the changes and differences between them enhance the experience. Now, you may or may not agree, and that's okay, because what I'm really talking about here is something beyond that. And you can take your own meanings from any of this, as you'll know your own unfolding experience. And in the summer months when it's warm, there are often times when it's time to enjoy relaxing. Just like when you're on holiday, or at another time when there's just not that much to do right now. And when it's so calm and warm and cosy, it's really nice to wear light clothing, do you find? Such as a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, or whatever the equivalent is for you, to picture or notice. There is an intense sense of freedom and lightness, like you can just drift off, float above it all, glide or otherwise enjoy that unrestricted sensation building. Nothing to stop you. And according to your location, maybe you put on some sandals or walk barefoot, like when you stroll across a beach. Can you imagine that? Or somewhere similar, now, in your mind's eye. And if you were imagining a beach, perhaps feeling the gentle, soft texture of the sand between your toes, or maybe just dipping your toes in the water when it's just right to enjoy the freeing feeling, as if the water gently dissolves and washes away unnecessary thoughts, discomforts or stress. And you feel that soft energy and calmness of the water lapping gently and soothingly. And maybe you'll notice the colours. Are they rich deep blues and aquamarines, or soft melting fusions of different colours, merging and lightening and deepening as the light plays on the surface and dances across the mellowing shapes as the water laps or slows down even more, hardly noticing that it can move or shape as it soothes and laps ever more gently. And I don't know if you've ever been on a winter holiday, or how often you might have seen snow, or maybe even been skiing. And it fascinates me when I've been on a skiing holiday that even if it snows overnight and the roads or pathways had got covered or not so defined or easy to see, while you sleep, sleep, sleep the night away, the snow ploughs can just come along and shift all the snow out of the way, so that things become much clearer in the morning, and the light plays off the surface of the glistening snow, revealing the different layers that make up the way ahead, off for more fun and adventure, if you enjoy that kind of thing. And as for the snow that's left, when it's time, it all just melts, 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 melts away. And spring is such a lovely time, don't you think? As a natural colour and beauty emerges, some that was hidden below the surface, maybe seeds that you'd already planted, choosing the right time to come into the light and ready to unfold or flower. And some things are already there and just develop naturally and healthily, according to nature's original blueprint. And in your own life's garden, you can nurture things in your own time and way. Naturally, organically, no need to rush, as nature has its own way of doing things. And as the new shoots emerge, you may not even notice from one day at a time. And yet, after a while, all the developing progress of this adds up. And then it's like when you go out in the garden or a natural space, you experience all the colourful natural landscape blooming and unfolding in front of you. And autumn is another interesting season. As the leaves on the deciduous trees and plants turn and deepen to intense colours of reds, purples, violets and browns, and enhance the landscape. And then all that is not needed going forwards, for now, just drops away, composts down, turns back to its original organic forms, changes and metamorphosizes, so that in the natural way it becomes useful in other ways, as it gets recycled, ready to feed the new colourful shoots in the spring. And if you know anything about gardening, or maybe you just watch some of those programs, you'll know there are times to naturally prune back any unwanted or out of proportion branches or shoots. Anything that has got carried away or too big to handle can be tidied and brought back into the right proportion. So it's much easier to take care of, look after, or just to align with the right amount of effort you want to put into it, so you can focus on what's important and leave the other stuff that's not. And I really like that concept. Maybe you've heard it before, the one that starts, there's my stuff, there's your stuff, and there's the universe's stuff. And the trick is to put your energy into the things that you can influence, and let other people look after their stuff. And the universe can look after the universe's stuff. So you don't waste your energy, and you focus on what matters for you. Things you can influence, impact, or otherwise take action with. While things that are out of your control you can let go of. as there really is no purpose in trying to influence what you can't influence, and every purpose in influencing what you can. But that, of course, is just a concept, and you may not connect with that right now, as you'll have your own perspective, even as you make sense of what is right for you. And when you journey along various roads across all the seasons, have you noticed those lay-bys where the lorries and trucks just park up for the night? Because even lorry drivers need and take that relaxation when it's time. Sleep. Sleep deeply, so you are ready for the next part of the journey. And as you drive by, you pass one lorry after another in those lay-bys. And there's always hundreds, thousands, and hundreds of thousands of lorry drivers somewhere at any time when it's the right time, sleeping, dozing, resting, and re-energizing while things are parked up, left for the next time to move forward, but only after you've rested completely and are ready to move forward in the morning, or whatever is the right time for you. Because there is a time to be on it, and a time to be off, and a time just to be in the moment, without doing anything particularly, and a time to relax, and a time to sleep, and a time to think, and a time not to think. And sometimes things just slow. Slow down even more as you drift in a beautiful place of complete restorative rest. As the words go softer and the thoughts go softer, any images go softer and the sounds go softer, softer, melting and dissolving away. Enjoy the rest.